Just want to say hello to each and everyone. Wishing you a great day. Now I'm out here to check on my garden, and you can see more tomato popping up down there. So you got more tomato popping up in this little one right here. So soon I'll be transplanting them. And then down here we have lots of the lettuce popping up out of the ground. And over here as well we have some tomatoes, and this tomato over here is the delicious. So I'll start preparing the buckets to do the transplanting into, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the hydroponic gardening. So the hydroponic, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut holes in this in these buckets. I have 4 of them at the moment, and cut the holes around all the way around. And then I'll be putting the solution in the bucket. I'm just gonna put about a quarter of the bucket full with solution, and then from there transplant my plants from here into the buckets. So as always, just stay tuned, and like I say, I'll keep you posted and let you know how it's going. So I'm gonna be using an old school method to measure this thing. I do not have a ruler, so I'm going to use a piece of plastic strip, and I'm just going to go ahead, put it in a bucket, and from there I'm going to measure, put my marks to where I'm going to put my holes in my bucket. Right now I'm marking the bucket where I'm going to put the holes. And then I'm going to cut out holes. I do not have a drill, so I'll be cutting out these holes with my knife. It's the first time doing a project, so I'm just going caveman style, but come next time I'll definitely have it better. And I have 4 markings on that one. So as I said, I just use my black marker to put the little mark where I'm going to be cutting the holes into the bucket. You can see it right there. And I have 4 of them all the way around the room. Now, as I said before, I do not have a drill, so I'm just going to be using my knife to cut these holes out. So here we go. Oh, one more step before I go. Now that I have my areas marked, I'm going to use my marker again, and I'm using a bottle. I'm just going to use the top of the bottle right here, and the diameter of this bottle cap is just 2 inches, and that's what I'm going to be using to mark my area. So you can see I'm making a circle. And there it is. So I'll be cutting out this circle. And one here likewise. So I just have 2. So basically where the angles are, and then it's kind of easy because I place one where this handle attaches to the bucket, and likewise on this side where the handle attaches to the bucket, and then in the between. So it's kind of easy to get 4 holes in here. Now I might have to go get more bucket, because looking at the lettuce growing in the pot over there, there's many roots of lettuce, so or heads of lettuce, so I'm definitely going to need more area to plant it, which means more buckets. Or if I put all the plants in the buckets and there's much of it left over, what I could do is just plant it out there in a raised garden. Let's get 4 pieces of 2x4 wood and then ply sheet underneath it, nail it together, put some soil in it, and then plant it in there. So I'll have 2 different garden going, the hydroponic and then the raised bed garden. So here we go. So now that I have my circles, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out with my knife. As I said before, you know, a drill would make it so much easier. Nevertheless, I'm making do with what I have right now. Live within my means. So there we go. You can see it. Again, it's not perfect, but it's there. And I have 2 of them so far. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the others in this bucket, and then the others on the other bucket as well. So there we are, 1 bucket complete. You can see the holes, 4 holes in a bucket. So 1 bucket is complete. So I'm gonna go on to the other 4 buckets that I have. I have 4 buckets total, so I did 1, so 3 more buckets to go, and then I'll be done cutting off. Once again, like I say, it's not yet time for the transfer or transplant of the plants from where I sow them to the buckets. However, I'm just making sure that I prepare my items ahead of time. Now, once this is complete, I'm gonna go to the store and go purchase the nutrients that I'm gonna be using to put inside these buckets. And after that, what else will I need? That will pretty much be it. I'll just have to wait until the plants grow up a little bit more, and then I can transplant them from the container they're in right now into the buckets and sit and watch it grow. As you know, during the growing process, I'm gonna have to replenish the nutrient solution from time to time as the plant pretty much consumes some of the solution, as well as, you know, from evaporation, some of it is just going to basically evaporate into the air, so I'm going to have to always replenish the solution. So again, I'm concerned they're not perfect as far as the circles, because I didn't use a drill. The best way is to use a drill and as well, and it's going to look good. I mean, for aesthetic purpose, it's going to look good, but for now I'm going to be using this because I'm going to be using the floating noodles, the swimming noodles, to put in it, so he should still fill out all the gaps. But next time I do it, I'm just doing this as a, what would we call, a starter project basically. And this is my guinea pig right here. So once I go and see how well it comes out, then I will go into getting a full-scale garden up and running, and then at that time I will definitely purchase the proper equipment to use on my gardening pretty much. So again, thank you again for tuning in, and until such time, so long, be good, stay safe.